Hello, Crowflock, and welcome back to another video where today we are going to be trying some interesting exotic fruits. I have some in a bowl here, and some of them are a bit too big to fit in the bowl. I have a knife in case I need to cut any of these fruits, which we probably will need to. And we have a lovely cutting board, which is just down here on the grass next to me. Now the question is, what do we start with? I think we'll start off with something a little bit more familiar. This is a miniature mango. I heard they're pretty similar to normal mangoes, just smaller. If you've never had a mango, well, you're missing out. Go consume one. I just gotta take the sticker off here. Okay, mango. We're gonna cut it. Felt softer than a normal mango. We're gonna try it. Interesting. I don't think it's like a normal mango. And yes, I did eat the skin because I am a madman. But I'd say it's less fibrous than a normal mango, which is interesting to say the least. It's almost like got like a sorbet-like texture, if that makes sense. Wonderful. You know, another way I describe it is, if you've ever had dried mango, it tastes a lot more like a dried mango than it would like a normal mango, if that makes sense, which it probably doesn't. Okay, that was wonderful. I think next we'll try this. It looks like a normal orange, but in fact this is a blood orange, and despite its cult-like name, we're gonna try it. Cut it. Ooh, look at that. Beautiful inside. It's got like a red color to it. If I were to rename it to something less occult, it would be like a sunset orange or something, you know? Okay. Interesting. That's almost like better than a regular orange. It starts off more tart than a regular orange, but it kind of ends with this almost like floral taste, if that makes sense. But yeah, absolutely great. Amazing. And don't worry, none of this fruit is going to go to waste. It will all be eaten. My family loves fruit, me included. And yeah, none of it will go to waste. I've got orange juice on my face now. Next, we have this kiwi. I'm sure you've all heard of kiwis before, but this one has something special about it. Oh, nope. Looks like it is just a regular kiwi. Well, I thought it was going to be a yellow kiwi, but this is fine too. There's bees flying around me. I think they can sense I have fruit with me. Okay. All right. Gotta get the spoon down. Actually, you know what? I heard you can just take a bite with the skin. I'm going to try that. You know, the skin isn't that bad. It doesn't really taste like anything. You would think like the little hairs on it would make your mouth feel weird, but no, it's fine. You know, most of us have had a kiwi. They're one of the more common tropical fruits, I would say. But it's very acidic, almost as much as a pineapple, I would say. I've heard they actually have more vitamin C than an orange. So, that's cool. Okay, moving on. This is the one that I probably put in the thumbnail, a dragon fruit. I've actually never had one of these before. I've seen pictures of them where they look like almost like an alien fruit on the inside. I guess I'll just cut a segment of it off. Whoa. Look at that. It almost looks like if you've ever made like a chia seed pudding, that's what it kind of looks like. Okay, let's try it. I'll scoop a little bit out here. Cheers. Whoa. That's good. I think that's been my favorite so far. I'm going to have another bite of that. It's very mildly sweet, which I like, because I think some fruits kind of have like an overpowering sweetness, which isn't as good. It's almost like if you had a sweet cucumber, you know, but it's more gelatinous. You would think the seeds would like get stuck in your teeth or something, but no, they're like, it's like they have almost like no effect. I'm gonna have another bite. That is really good. Amazing. I wonder if you can eat the skin. I mean, probably not. I'll try it for the video. Yeah, definitely not the best. I would say it's like there's a hummingbird flying around right here. That's funny. I'd say it's like eating like the rind of a watermelon. Not good. I mean, you can eat it technically, just like how you can technically eat the rind of a watermelon. But yeah, I wouldn't recommend the rind. But the fruit on the inside, that's amazing. Woo, that is great. That will not be going to waste. I'm going to eat all of that after this recording, of course. Now this final one. This is very interesting. This is actually a grapefruit, surprisingly. The ones you've probably seen before are probably all orange, and when you cut them in, they kind of have like a red flesh on the inside. But this one's different. It's like yellow, kind of got a greenish hue to it. It almost looks like a giant lemon if you think about it. How do I cut this? I guess most of the time you'd cut a grapefruit this way, but I'm going to cut it this way so that I can have just like wedges, kind of like an orange, you know? Okay, I'll cut it in half first. There's the cross section. Less flesh than I was expecting. It's kind of a lot of this white rind kind of. Huh. Okay, I'll cut myself a wedge of it. Look at that. A lot of that white stuff in there. I guess I'll take a bite. I guess. Ooh, that one's almost bitter. It starts off more sweet, but as you chew it, like releases like some sort of bitterness to it. Ooh. I'm gonna try one more bite to see if that was just a weird one. Got a seed there, but kind of underwhelming. I think it would work better as a juice rather than being eaten just like this, you know? Because I think the sweetness comes from the actual flesh itself, but because there's so much of this white rind, it kind of makes it taste bitter, which is not the loveliest thing in the world. I'll have one more bite, because it is good. It is good, don't get me wrong. None of these are bad, but yeah. Wonderful. Okay, Now it's time to rank the fruits on the tier list of fruit. I think in last place, not because it's bad, but because I think it's better to be taken as a juice, I would say the yellow grapefruit. Absolutely lovely. Just that bitterness kind of not my vibe, you know? I think next, I'll put the miniature mango. It's just a little bit underwhelming. It's got a little bit of uniqueness because it kind of tastes like that dried mango flavor, and it's softer than a normal mango, less fibrous, I would say. But yeah, it's next, just because it's kind of underwhelming. Next, I would put the kiwi. I love its acidity. It just looks beautiful all around. Look at that. Kind of looks like an eyeball. I don't know, maybe that's just me going crazy. But yeah, you don't even really need a spoon because, as you saw, I just took a bite out of it with the skin. There's like animals running around the backyard with me here, but okay. Next, I put the blood orange, or as I would like to call it, the sunset orange. Very good. It's got all that tartness and sweetness that you want from a good piece of fruit. And the actual skin is sweet. Here, look, here's the rind from the earlier one I had. The skin is sweet. You can eat it with the skin, which you cannot say for a lot of citrus fruits. A lot of citrus fruits have a lot of bitterness in their skin, probably because of the oil and stuff. But yeah, if you're some weird nutritional guru that eats only the natural forms of things, eat that with the skin, because it'll actually taste good. And in first place, I'm gonna be putting the dragon fruit. It's just amazing. I'm literally going to eat all of this dragon fruit after I'm done filming because it is just that darn good. If you put this in like a fruit salad or something with like maybe like cantaloupe or other like mild tasting fruits, it's beautiful. Absolutely refreshing and just wonderful all around. Now that I'm thinking about it, it kind of tastes like unripe coconut. It's got that subtle sweetness to it. But yeah. Those have been tropical fruits. Let me know down in the comments what you want me to do for videos in the future, because as you can see, I'm kind of all over the place right now. I'm doing urban exploring, I'm making weird little songs, I'm trying exotic fruits. You know, I'm kind of all over the place. I haven't really found my vibe yet. So comment down below what you want to see me do, and maybe I'll try it. Until next time, stay safe. Goodbye.